reason. They don't need to actually change the terms and conditions or anything like that to do so. They're just going to shut you down with what's already existing there. This is just to cover their ass.
It's just a clarification, right?
Yeah, basically. They're just basically tightening up the way things are worded. So nothing too much has changed.
Probably making it easier for everyone else to see.
Yeah.
All right, we are live.
I believe we're live. Hey, guys. How you doing?
Yeah, welcome, everyone.
What just happened? Everything froze on me. I'm not even on the right freaking freak.
And yet we are still live.
We are still live. So I'm not. So do you want to see the opening scene? Like, should I do that?
Yeah, restart, guys. It's just like a Nintendo.
Oh wow! Hey, I think we're live, everyone.
We're getting Jake saying it's a little echoey, so one of us don't have our YouTubes muted.
I do.
Yeah, I don't have YouTube open.
No, I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, well, we're starting over just like a Nintendo.
Maybe would you like me to put headphones on? Would that be easier?
I don't know.
Bloody hell.
All right, so...
That me and Chris have a little tiny delay, a little bit of an echo. And Adam, you sound fine.
Well, there you go. Thank you. Who said that? Jake. Thank you, Jake.
Yeah.
And then
sorry. We got the Great Wombatsky. What's up, bro? T. Getz was here earlier. What's up, bro? Hope you're doing good. Jake as well. And then who the fuck smokes fruit? What's up, bruh? How you doing? Otherwise, welcome, guys, to the Monday show.
So casually said. I love that. Welcome. Nice. Well, we do have a guest who's probably going to jump in. He's probably got a little bit of free time, so he may come in and join us in chat. So stick around for that because he was leaving and then coming back, so he might be here soon. Anyway, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So hopefully it sounds a little bit better for you guys. Says that it's not so bad. It's unlistenable, though. So we'll see if that's going on. Maybe it's something going on with YouTube. We don't know settings because on Friday's show, too, the sound was a little funky on the people that weren't hosting. So
Unlistenable. That's heavy.
Yeah. Well, I've heard that before. What's up? It's like we're
Is that
dating
content? They're talking about what we're talking about. Yeah.
Anyways, so Breeze Tones was able to possibly get us a special guest to hang out in a little bit, and I'll let him handle anything that goes on with that because I showed up late and I wasn't really on to what's going on. Otherwise, hope everyone's had a great weekend. We've got good news in the vape world stuff. We'll get into that. I'll save that for my talking points, but then go ahead and pass it on to Steve. How you doing, man? Mr. Legion.
Not too bad. Same old sort of funk around here. It's really smoky, so my head's a little bit throbby this week, but I'm going to hunker down. I'm going to bear with. I'm going to get through the show, and then I'm going to have a nap. Because that's what I like to do. Why don't we do the buffet thing?
Boom, there you go.
How about I start?
You do it.
I'll do it.
Smelt it, dealt it.
Yeah, a little bit different to this week. Pulled out the swell kit because I wanted something simple and easy, something nice, and I still love the swell kit. And I've got some caramel macchiato from Barista Brew in there.
How is that?
Sir?
That caramel macchiato. One flavor I was tempted to try by them, but I haven't yet.
Really, really nice. Still got the pink lemonade from Anarchist, even Little Beast. Can't put that one down. And this week, stacked Keen with the master top.
Damn, you're getting old school with the mech, huh? Well, not old school, but I guess nowadays underground.
Yeah, getting there. And that's got what the hell has I got in there? Remember, Duck's Nuts, because I always have Duck Nuts and something.
Nice. And guys in the chat, throw in our guys, ladies, girls, gals, whatever. Throw in what you guys are vaping on as well.
On top of that, I'm still running my Aegis X, but I've thrown the Glass version 1 RTA on there.
Has that come off? Is that being put to the shelf? It is on the shelf.
It is on the shelf. Well, it's in my hand right now, but yeah. Pretty much everything that I'm using right now is good shelf stuff.
Nice.
Don't have a lot of things in for review. The things that I did have, I pretty much used. I've done the reviews, so yeah. Just thought I'd pull out some favorites, some things I actually like. The Keen, of course, is up for review, but the top half of the Keen was good shelf. The bottom half will be joining it on the good shelf when I'm done with it. But yeah, that's it for me this week. What about you, Chris?
Oh, yeah. We're going to switch it up this week. Anarchist Pink. Topside dual goat. Blah, blah, blah. But I did get a little bit fancier with the alcoholic beverages today. On the way home, I hit a different gas station normally where I normally get so. I got some Truly seltzer water. This stuff hits you like a train when you don't realize it. Next thing you know, you're trying to twerk on 5-year-olds at a birthday party. Adam, what are you vaping on?
I just want to put into chat what that actually is. #persuader. Actually, it's funny you said that, Steve, because I actually pulled out the things that I really like as well. I haven't vaped one of these for a little while. It is the Drop Dead on Topside. That has Mr. Paul's Event Horizon in it. I also pulled out a little single banger, the Elder Dragon, Watofo Elder Dragon. I still think that vapes really, really well, even though people argue about its aesthetic. But that's on the Pulse 80 watt, 2700. And in that is some strawberry shortcake ice cream by Mr. Paul the Pirate Labworks, who's probably hanging out. I also have Topside SQ Passage DHD Top, and that has also it's called Ecto Jizz. I'll be talking to him about that name, but it's Ecto Jizz. It's basically orange juice. This is really, really good. I also have another Passage on another Jewel Topside that has cookies and cream in this one, and finishing with the second to last DBV3 Blotto that has butterscotch honeycomb, and last thing, which is on my desk here somewhere. Where'd it go? You Will Yearn with fillable pods. That's really good. It's real good, real nice. Yeah. So that's it. That's the buffet. Cheers. Nice. Cheers. That's coffee mug sponsored by Vape Advocacy AU.
Yeah, it's her birthday over the weekend, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
Wife's birthday. We had a little barbecue action out in a beautiful spring weather for Adelaide. It was stunning, and that was really, really good. Real nice.
Yeah. If she's in here, happy birthday, and if not, then happy birthday. You'll let her know.
Yeah.
So let's see what we got in the chat. We got T Getz with the Turk V2, a Vindicator, some Bruce Holmes coils with Anarchist Pink. Whoa, that's a good combo right there. And then the Manto with the Falcon King and Rocket Blast. Rocket Blast is pretty good too. That's one juice that I would use, but I'm too lazy to switch it up. Danny Castle's in the chat. What's up, bro? Welcome. Wombatsky with the Stacked Dreamer, a Golem, OG Terran, I don't know, and the DJV, and then the Torin Max with the Goon 25. Jake has the same stuff as always. I'm guessing that it's that TBL mod, and then he hooked on peanut butter almond cookie cheesecake and drinking pumpkin ale. That sounds like a festive as fuck mix. And we got the Who the Fuck Smokes Fruit with the Rage and the Golem, Banana Bondage, and the Sharon, I think, maybe, with the Black Golem and BB. I don't know what the BB is. And I believe Who the Fuck Smokes Fruit is my buddy Zeus. If you guys, I think, now we'll find out if he gets in the chat. Anyways, welcome, Mrs. Breeze Towns, and if you missed it, happy birthday. She's in the chat, making sure you ain't doing nothing stupid too late.
I also think a little congratulatory sentence needs to be said for Vape Advocacy AU getting called out by the latest shill to the antis. What's her name? I can't even remember her name. Star Jones reposted Vape Advocacy AU and used her as a supposed example, and then got politely torn to shreds on Twitter. So thank you very much for that. That was fantastic.
Yeah, Star Jones never heard of her is what she just said in the chat, which is perfect because Star Jones is fucking trash. I don't care what you believe in. Like, fight me, bitch. But if you don't know who she is, hold on real quick before we do this. Danny Castle has a Vaporesso and a K-Flood. But
Nice.
yeah, Star Jones was she's been around as like a TV host personality kind of person.
Yeah.
The latest thing I think she did was The View. And like, this is my thing, and I'll say it right here. I don't speak for anyone else on this panel or any of the people that are part of the show, but that show's a fucking joke. It's a bunch of girls in a circle arguing with each other who has the bitchiest haircut and what needs to change, and they have no education on nothing. So if she's coming after you, then you're obviously making waves, and the appearance of mainstream media is what you need because, number one, she's fucking stupid. Number two, doesn't know what she's talking about. And number three, in like 2 years when all this shit I feel like it's going to wash over, she's going to look like a fucking idiot. And I guarantee you she's probably going to try and get some stuff up. Anyways, Danny Castle says it's a circle jerk on that show. I think it's more of a circle of virtual DJ. I don't know how we do it. Anyways.
Right. I didn't expect it to go there. It's truth, though. I didn't realize she was on The View. Yeah.
Yeah, she was on The View for a little bit.
Yeah.
It was the perennial favorite of soccer moms all over the world. It is like the worst. The worst. You don't go there for opinions, thoughts, anything that counts.
But she's also a lawyer, is that right? Or was?
Yeah, but anyone could do it. Like, it's hard. Duh. I've seen Legally Blonde.
They should actually put you in a judge duty, but it would be, Judge Chris, Judge Vandal.
I'm judging you.
Yeah. Yeah. That was quite...
Go ahead, sorry.
I was going to say, when we saw that tweet, I remember receiving a text from Emily. She was like, I've made it. It was outstanding.
Yeah, that's when you know you're famous. Also, I want to speak on that since we brought it up, how Vape Advocacy AU has like... And so there's a Twitter, like, it looks like a little wet Twitter, but it looks like an Instagram beef. I can't remember the page it was. It looks like it's ran by 8-year-olds that play Minecraft that are anti-vaping, which is good because you're a kid. You shouldn't be vaping. Number one. Number two, they're all fucking idiots. And then I just really want to give a special shout out because if you guys don't know the movie Mean Girls, I like, if the movie was a spirit animal, it'd be my spirit animal. I'm Regina George. I'm nice to you, but I really don't like any of you. I'm really an asshole. And then when she used the picture of why you so obsessed with me, oh, bro, it's perfect. Yeah,
it's surprising. It's surprising an account like that. Because there's quite a few, right? That have very small amount of followers, but they basically just set up to troll, and it's intense. It's intense. I'm pretty sure that we engaged another one about a month ago, and it was almost like the Mission Impossible thing, where if you engage, it's got 10 seconds, and then it'll like spurt out a troll back, and then self-destruct.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking insane. And then like T-Get says that account hasn't posted any science. A lot of these pages don't. Like, even like I saw like she was beefing with the American Heart Association, and then I'm gonna talk like I'm a rapper. Sorry guys, I was listening to Eminem and Dr. Dre all day, but she was beefing with those guys, the American Heart Association page, and like it's perfect the way that she put it into words. They had to hire a PR firm to try and go after scientifically based shit. Like they're scrambling so hard right now to try and find anything they can that they're paying a bunch of fucking hipsters in Silicon Valley or Akron, Ohio, wherever the fuck you are, to go on there and then try to they're creating hashtag campaigns. And that shit, number one, it's not going to work for anyone because the people that you're trying to change the minds are mostly boomers. And I don't mean that derogatory. Take it as it is. If you get offended, it's because you're mad at yourself for being old. Number one. Number two, these are the people that they don't use hashtags that you're really trying to reach, and they don't do this stuff. So you just look like fucking Steve Buscemi and that one meme where he walks into high school. What's up, fellow kids?
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm kind of ranty tonight, guys.
No, I think I commented on another tweet that was talking about that, and it's almost like all of this stuff online happening now is a legacy for those people who are spouting, misinformation. So it's always going to be there. Don't they realize that?
Yeah. And the best part is, especially with the politicians, because when the script starts to flip, and if we start getting the actual feedback and the backing from these people that we're going to need in a couple of years, it's going to see them funny to try and backtrack on it. Because the truth's going to come out. It's already coming out. But then when it becomes mainstream, then what the fuck you guys going to see? But by the way, welcome, Thesis.
Chris Vandal, my name's Kitty. How's it going, guys?
What's up? What's up?
Fucking, this is legendary. This is a legendary live stream.
Now you're here.
Yeah.
Oh, hush. Hush, potato.
Cheers and welcome.
I'll cheers that. Mate, let's see.
Nice. We were just having a rant about Twitter trolling, Instagram accounts set up for trolling, from an anti point of view and all that sort of stuff, and it's like becoming laughable,
So no one believed me when I had mentioned this is it's no surprise all vape review accounts have taken a hit over the past couple of years. It's been a roller coaster ride. And now the channel's been surging again with views. It's just weird, just fucking weird. Can we say fuck on you?
Yeah. Oh, dude, yeah. Yeah. Sorry, you haven't met me yet. Welcome to the fucking show, dude. It's a fucking
Chris Vandale, right?
Yeah, dude, that's when I'm selling tacos.
So look, what we getting at? Oh, so we've all had this increase, decrease in terms of views, and all of a sudden, a couple years ago, I had mentioned this in a review chat, and no one seemed to pay much mind to it. I said, and this is not me trying to fucking toot my own horn, but there was all of these accounts all of a sudden hitting on my bigger videos that said, I'm 14 and I vape. I'm a kid and I vape, or just I'm a kid.
Yeah.
And as I'm sitting there thinking this, I'm like, I have kids. Neither of my fucking kids have ever gone on a video and been like, I'm a kid.
Yeah.
They've never said that before. So I'm sitting there and I had to type the word in my blocked comments or my to review comments. So if this word gets triggered by the algorithm, I get a notification, so I can review it. So I've got all racial slurs, cunt's not in there. That's just a fun word in general. The word kid, the word child, the word 18, the word 1 through 17 is on there, or 1 through 18 is on there. So anytime I get those comments. Now, a couple of years ago, I got this giant influx of those specific comments, and it got heavy, got real heavy over the summer, and all of a sudden, boom, plateaued. And now I'm getting them again. But it's like, so you can tell that it's a, what's the word? It's a...
Well, it's set up.
It's a planned attack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because
it's a psyop attack, man.
Yeah, it goes up and all of a sudden stops.
In fact, I would bet we're talking about a year and a half, 2 years ago. It's probably the time frame that you're talking about. I was getting the exact same thing. Hey, I'm 14. I really love this kid. What kind of coil do you suggest? Oh, yes. I'm for a real head buzz. What would you suggest I use with this kid? By the way, I'm 16 and I haven't smoked.
That one.
I was in there every freaking day, just like going. I mean, at first you're like, "Well, dude, you're underage." No, and then eventually I just realized, okay, just block these things, block the accounts, block the keywords, cut them out, and yeah, it just sort of died off. I haven't seen an influx coming back, but when they started peaking for a while, that's when it sort of clicked in my mind that, wait a minute, these are being left there to create a front for the world. It's not an actual child asking for help. It's someone trying to make it look like I'm engaging with them and I'm trying to sell this world.
Promote it to them.
What do they call that? Soft knowledge or whatever it is, so that the public goes, oh yeah, that's right, and look, here it is. What do they call that? Soft something or other. Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane too.
Flaccid.
Yeah, indeed, flaccid. Yeah.
Hey, is it weird that me and Chris look like we could be related a little bit?
Oh man.
Potentially.
But
I just don't know why you and Chris can get away with this, and I can't.
You can if you had more. If you like
because you look like the guy that's gonna paint my house.
You look like the older gentleman who's with Vanilla Ice on that DIY show, who's more tatted. Here's the thing: is my dad is tatted, but he can wear a suit and you'll never know. But this dude's like fucking tatted down to his finger. Nothing wrong with it, but he looks his age. Does that make sense? Where Vanilla Ice is the same age as this other dude and looks great. I just saw Vanilla Ice in concert. That motherfucker, dude. Now, I'm not saying
you paid for tickets to go and see that.
They're probably on Groupon.
No, they weren't. They weren't Groupon. They weren't Groupon. I'll just be fair with you. Is for Mandy's birthday, and she wanted to go to I Love the '90s concert. I will sit here and look at you in the fucking eyeballs and tell you right now. I shook that man's hand several times. We locked eyes. I swear to you, he watches the channel. Number two.
Right.
Number two. He put on legitimate. I go to a shit ton of live shows. Put on one of the best live show performances I've ever been to. I would go back and I would pay money just to see him. His new music is so slept on, bro. If he would have changed his name to something dumb like Robert Van Winkle or something, he would be. And he is 1980s/90s. That's what all these mumble rap bitches are trying to do. Yeah. He's the real deal.
Yeah.
And he does it better than they do.
It actually doesn't surprise me that his show was awesome. You know,
it was fucking awesome. You know whose show sucked? Willie Nelson.
Real.
Sorry, Mom.
That's the thing too. When you go to big shows, and this is what I've noticed, like the smaller guys, like you said, that either had their time or gone, or that aren't big tickets, they put on good shows, and that's how they keep touring because they have to put on great shows. You go see, like you said, Willie Nelson. You go see him. He gets on there. He's drunk, and it sounds like you're at Thanksgiving with your racist uncle. You know what I mean? Like
he's like the least racist person probably. But if he's a little racist, all right. The guy's like 97.
There's a huge difference though between touring because fuck you all. This is what I want to do. This is what I love to do, and you ain't fucking stopping me. I'm old.
Yeah.
I'm still doing it. And touring because I got to pay my tax bill.
Sure. All right.
Willie Nelson is touring for the next 20 years just to cover his back bills.
So he doesn't go to jail, basically.
Yeah.
Shout out to DMX. He never paid his taxes.
Yeah, but here's the other part about DMX, though. I never considered him a rapper or necessarily a prolific writer, per se. But in terms of being an entertainer, he is top-notch.
Oh, if we're going to hit that subject, I'll do it real fast. DMX, back in the day, used to do open arena venues with 400,000 people in attendance. And then now he can't even get on, like, a song, you know? And so, like, that's the thing. Is, like, people are so nowadays washed up where they're like, oh, blah, blah, it's got to be the new shit. But, you know, I think that's a conversation for a different time. We'll talk about that. When I say DMX, Adam's like, oh, like my BMX bike? Like,
yeah.
Nah, man. DMX, the fucking Rough Riders anthem, that whole album was phenomenal. In terms of just getting, it was designed to do one thing and get you hyped. From track 1 to track 106, because it's like a double album. They fucking squeezed that titty for all the milk it was worth. I understand it. I get it. When we were signed, when we ended up by leaving and gotten bought out, we were getting paid money. Like we were getting paid good money to not do shows because the label that we were under with Nocturnal Entertainment and City Slickers out of Chicago was. If you guys knew how backstabby the review game is, which you do, picture that 10 times more in the music industry, where you're getting paid and not put on stage, which is almost worse. I would rather be unsigned and not getting paid and getting publicity. Does that make sense?
Well, it's because it's a craft, you know? It's something you're proud of, something you like to do. And it's like you have a lot of people like, well, you're getting paid to do nothing. No, bitch, that shit sucks.
Right. You end up by doing it because you love the music, you want to get paid. And at 17, 18, 19 years old, you're offered, you know, it's not six, it's a decent five-figure number. You're like, fuck yeah. You read the fine print and being like, you're the bottom bitch. No, because that means completely different. But you're the bottom on the total.
But they're doing it because they've got their money in another artist that's on the same label. Is that why you're saying that? Yeah.
Yeah, it was. They weren't necessarily doing it on purpose. They were just saying, look, our time is invested in these guys right now.
Politics.
Yeah, politics. And I'm like, it was. I'll just go and say it was his fucking daughter. She was super talented. It's just really unfortunate, you know, who her dad was. Her dad thought he was big shit, and he is, you know, whatever. But that's not the point. The point is, if you're gonna sign somebody,
use them.
Yeah, use them, man. We had a fucking damn good following. That's how this whole YouTube shit started for me to begin with. This is vodka. Wait, this isn't vodka. It looks like a crazed alcoholic.
That's all right. I usually have a bottle of gin over here, but I drink it all.
Let me tell you about gin. Ever tell you about the time I fell off two-story balcony getting a blowjob?
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's the one where I talk about my girlfriend with sideburns giving me a blowjob. Yeah, I can catch a replay on that one.
Welcome back to that one. I'm going to have you on the channel and talk about it. I'll tell you about my transgender experience. So, you know, it's one of those it's one of those stories where like I wish I have a picture of me and the two guys that happened with. There was a woman involved, I promise, but in that portion, my two roommates and they both showed up at my wedding, which blew my fucking mind because it was the tripod back together again, all old and shit. We used to fucking party with millionaires' kids. Let me just go behind and be fair, not millionaires' kids. They had an elevator in their house, they had a bridge in their house, all sorts of cool shit. Kid walks out of his mommy and dad's bedroom and is holding, I didn't know, I thought it was a cologne bottle. It was a decanter, a crystal decanter. Pulled up and he knew where the keys were, unlocked this expensive ass cabinet. Was like, hey, I can't tell if this is cologne or alcohol. I'm like, I'll tell you. So then I proceeded to drink what comes out to be like a several $100 bottle of gin.
Ugh.
Yeah, and it just tastes like Christmas trees. I fucking hate it. And you can't tell me it doesn't taste like Christmas trees.
Oh, that's why I love it.
I hate it. I don't even like Christmas. So I drink this. Now, the last thing I remember is talking to, this is a Rager. Like, we only went to fucking Rager. Excuse me, Rager. Several pool tables in the basement, bro. Like, when I say fucking millionaires, like, Edina, Minnesota is, I don't know what the equivalent is. It's Brentwood in California. So I walk out onto the deck, and it's a beautiful rockscape below the deck, and one thing leads to the next, and I wake up staring at speaking of sideburns, a buzz cut nurse.
You flipped her for the night, no?
A buzz cut nurse. I look down, and my roommate Josh is like, ha. I'm like, ha, my ass, there's needles in my arms. We're in a hospital. And I'm pretending like I was more coherent than this. That's what I thought I was saying. I'm not sure what actually came out.
Yeah.
Lifted my leg up, and I looked at her, and I was hitting on her, clearly a lesbian. And why she gotta be a lesbian? Because she was. I lifted my leg, and then I pooed her. And then I asked where Mikey was, and Mikey was out in the lobbies. You know those chairs like in lobbies that's got the square legs?
Yeah.
He was down. He was sleeping like in a tunnel of them. I say sleeping. He was passed out in a tunnel of chairs. I remember. No, that's all a dream as far as I'm concerned. I wake up and I have a bright red body pillow that I am really snuggling with. Nothing out of the ordinary. We've left the apartment and gotten home without knowing how. I go to take pee-pee. As I'm taking the pee-pee, I look down and see a hospital bracelet. I walk back to my bedroom. I look down at the red body pillow. There's a really dark spot on the body pillow. Wipe my hands on it. I look in the mirror. I have a full body mirror in my fucking door in the bedroom, and it's just like a shower of blood. and I open the door and I wake Josh up. And Mikey slept on the floor in the kitchen, which is kind of, now that I think about it, but with his computer. And wake Josh up, like, hey. He's hey. This. The fuck is going on? I had to get the rest of the story from him. Ambulance was called. They didn't arrest anybody. They just wanted to make sure I didn't die.
Well, it wasn't your blood, was it?
It was my blood.
Oh, wow.
I fell off a 2-story balcony and hit my head on the rockscape.
Oh, wow. I thought we were talking about, like, the... Anyways. We've all done it. Don't act like you haven't. If you haven't, you're not living life.
Are you talking about murdering somebody?
No, I'm talking about, menstrual blood.
No.
Oh,
No.
No, I definitely have. But why would I have a hospital bracelet on from a dream?
It was a fancy dress party. Fancy dress party. That's what it was. That's what you ended up going to. Yeah.
Absolutely. So what was the subject prior to this?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Well, just me ranting about Twitter, Instagram, all that bullshit, blah, blah, blah.
You got to tell us what you're vaping, Mr. Nas.
I'm vaping on, where did my apricot go? Look, I'm not a flavor kind of guy, like meaning like I love flavors, but that's not my daily vape, but I kind of rotate. And this one was given to me by my boy Chef de Vapor. This is Basic Aiden, apricot Greek yogurt. I think it's from St. Louis. I could be wrong. On the Barrage with the tribute by Asmos. Excuse me. And then I'll talk about the Mag P3 in the review this week. Excuse me. Nah. The Mag P3 and then the old school Freemax Firelock Original Edition, not the bullshit mesh version. And I'll tell you something, and I'm going to say it. I know it's sacrilege. I spoke about this on a different channel, I think, Instagram. This is going to be one of the best mods of 2019, in my opinion. I hate Smock. They know I don't like them. They don't want me to review their products. I purchase their products for review. However, I can set my biases aside. When a company does a fucking great job, they do a great job.
Yeah.
I beat the piss out of this and the Agus X kit.
Nice.
The Agus can lick my balls.
Yeah.
That's a piece of shit compared to this. It's
Crazy.
not even in the same class of device.
Crazy. So what do you think about Smoke donating all that money this week?
Let me tell you something. Again, biases aside, if a company does a good fucking job, they do a good job.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's what we need more of, people actually recognizing the actual good shit that happens, whether or not you like the companies or not. So I'll agree with you with that. I spent so much money on smock coils using a fucking smock tank that I probably paid for half of their donation, but you got to give credit where it's due.
Where it's due, Anakin. I'm in the works of discussing a sponsorship because
Nice.
of them being down in DC. Anytime I get offered a sponsorship, like, hey, what have you done? The Chinese company, I won't mention the name, just asked how much for a sponsorship per month. And I'm like, before even going further, what have you guys done for vape advocacy? Even if it's in your own country, I don't give a fuck. What have you done? And they could not come up with a response because I hired an agency. So they said, we'll get back to you. Which is agency, fine, that's great. But don't come to me with a sponsorship offer unless I know for a fact that some of your profits at least are going towards advocacy. People ask, like, well, oh, why'd you accept from Voom Labs? First of all, Voom Labs has an amazing product. I can't wait to fucking do the vape hack on that. I've been reviewing that, like, going through that extensively. Moti, Mojo, what was the most recent one I just did? The Uno Pods. Every single one of those companies is donating shit tons of fucking time and money. More importantly, time. By being there with the VTA in DC and shit.
Yeah.
That is, to me, is just as important. I get it as a company protecting profits, but at the same time, protect vaping as a whole, dude, for profit aside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Would you see that
And
picture?
as far as like companies like Smoke, however you want to say it goes, they're not really in community-based stuff. You know, they're just a giant company that provides stuff. They don't really do the influencer thing. They don't do, like, you know, the community kind of thing. So with them doing the money, that's huge for them. And if you're gonna look at, like, we saw it over the weekend, like people trying to do like the hashtag big vape, like big tobacco. Bitch, there's no such thing as big vape. But if you were to get close to it, it'd be a company like them.
It'd be Smock, it'd be Innikins, it'd be the big guys.
How's that photo? That photo that Dimitri posted onto Facebook a couple of days ago. Oh no, yesterday. Innikin, Aspire, Vaporesso, JWEI, and Smoke meeting today on the steps to help the industry.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Since we've got another reviewer in here, I want to ask you a two-part question. I got a cold request the other day. Email came in and said, "Hey, we've got a new product. It's like this, blah blah blah. I won't name who it is or what the product is. Would you like to review it?" And standard response from me, like, "Yeah, that sounds interesting. Send it my way." And they go, "Oh, awesome, cool." And they send me back this thing saying, "Okay, we'll send it to you. Do you mind filling out this form and sending it back first?" And it's a terms of engagement / affiliate agreement. All these little things that I got to tick and click in there. Basically, what it comes down to was, one, I would get a percentage of every sale off the thing. I don't do affiliates at all. It's just hard line for me. But the other part was that they wanted the rights to preview my work and okay it. And they wanted to include all the talking points that I would go through, basically dictating how the thing was. And I wrote back nicely and said, "Yeah, no, that's not the way I work. I'm sorry, you've got me mistaken. I'm not an influencer. I'm a reviewer."
Yeah.
I kind of let them know that.
It's the same in the same. Well, the difference is influencers are they give Some, it's just like anything else. There's good ones or bad ones. There's people
Yeah.
who don't give a fuck about the product. There's people who do, you know.
Yeah. Is that common for them to ask you to please say these things, or we want to see the review first before you post it? Is that common?
For me, not really. Usually they say, would you like to review something? Here it is. Do you want some more for giveaway? It's usually quite an egalitarian sort of view. They understand that I'm going to throw out the pros, I'm going to throw out the cons. If I do, I don't. And I'm one of those reviewers. I don't like to trash anything. If it works, whether I like it or not, if it works and it does what it's supposed to do,
Yeah, that's how I come at it
good
too.
with that. If
If
it
you
does what it's
advertise-
supposed to do, I'm never going to trash it. You can see in between what I say that I don't really like it, but I'm still, yeah, it does the job. And if it's extra special, then I'm gonna rave. But I'm never gonna like just trash something because I don't like the looks.
Well, it sounded like, especially when they offered you monetary gains from it, that it was more or less of scratch our back, we'll scratch your back kind of shit.
Yeah, well, that's always been my hard line, and that makes things really weird. I don't know how to make a living doing this, and I don't think that I ever will because I don't know who's going to pay me because I'm never going to take payment from the people that I'm reviewing. I can't. How can
You got
I
some kind of fucking integrity. That's weird.
I do for different reasons. For specifically, when I say I do take payment, I mean not for good reviews. I take sponsorship payments because I seek them out. So, like at good examples, I have a long sponsorship relationship with Podjuice, and unfortunately, they had to stop, sponsoring people because of the bans and their sales plummeted. You know what I mean? And it's going to be coming back up, which is great. But I found them at not this past August, August before that. I'm like, hey, listen, I not only love your liquid, but I think that specifically your mint and your tobacco are going to help people quit smoking.
Yeah.
And if I can help raise awareness of your company because I think it's that high of a quality, then let's fucking work together. You pay me. I have your logo in the background. I fucking push your shit because I love it and I still use it. They're not even a sponsor of the channel anymore. I still use it. It's my favorite Nick Salt for pod systems. It got my niece to quit immediately.
But see, you don't review e-liquids, do you?
No.
Say same here. I only review hardware. Any e-liquid company wants to sponsor me, send me cash. I'm cool with that. I'm absolutely cool with that because I don't review e-liquids. So I'm not on that cusp of telling people something's awesome and receiving money for it.
But that's different though. Telling someone it's awesome because of money exchange. I've gotten paid many a time for review, and I murdered the device. Like I should have went to vape jail. Murdered. I'm like, this is garbage. Do you guys remember the Kerry Green sub-ohm tank?
No.
In my opinion, the worst product ever made in vape industry. Circa 2016 to 2015. They gave me like $400 for that review. And I literally said, if you purchase this fucking device, you're doing yourself a disfavor because this company will make a profit, and they will continue to make shit products. Now that company is a sister company. I don't want to say because I don't remember which company it was, but it was a bigger company. It was a sister company, and they did come up with another better version, but that's not hard to do. It's like I don't know,
It's not hard to improve crap.
Yeah, it's just not hard to improve on something that it's the lowest bar. Ego Twist would have been an upgrade.
And here's my thing. I get it, like, as far as I get where you come from, Steve, with like, taking monetary funds, stuff like that. But then again, I do feel like you're doing a lot of the legwork for these companies because you're providing an honest opinion and you're telling them how they could fix it. And then you get to provide the audience that says this is what they agree with and what they don't agree with. So to a degree, you're doing some of the legwork for them. You do it because you love it. You do it because you're unbiased, which is awesome. But then again, like, if it came to the point of like where you're making money off it and they're like, oh, you have to do it this way, then yeah, I understand. But if someone's going to offer you money for being your honest self and truth about it, fucking take that shit.
Yeah, because the way I've always seen it is you're providing them a service. And whether it's good opinion or not, you're getting their name out there. And
one thing I've always learned is if you're good at something, if you can, don't do it for free.
Mm-hmm. What about also the situation of, I'm going to pay you to bump this up in time?
I've done that, and I do it on a regular basis.
There you go.
I've considered that one. That one I've got no issue with as long as, again, I retain editorial control. My work is my work.
Yeah.
They came back to me, just to let you know, this company I was talking about came back to me, and they said, oh, that's cool. I'm sorry. Yeah, we understand. We'd still like to work with you, but would you let our company, if we requested you take it down, would you go with that? And it's like, no, if I give
Take
you a
it
negative
down.
review, but it's staying up. If I give you a negative review, there's a reason for that, and I want to continue warning. What was that stupid thing that came out? Probably one of my most viewed videos. The one
Desire?
no, not that one. The one with the wafer that was going to poison everyone. That fucking thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. It was a
You know what I'm talking about.
third party laboratory study on that coil specifically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just panned that right in the title. It was like, "Don't ever fucking buy this." Was the name of it.
Was that initially developed by Film? Was the initial developer, and then Film actually retracted it and then actually fixed the issue? It was already too late. Film's
Sure.
technology was.
I haven't heard from Film. They sent me out their pod system like when they first started. So it was like prototype, pre-release. They hadn't
Right
licensed
there, it's
the
called
people
4Next
yet.
4Next Pod. Yeah,
Yeah, I just I hated that pod system. It was awful.
it's
And
funny
so-
because they're the developers of almost all ceramic coils. They're the ones who invented it, and they still are the ones who provide it. And I remember when Film came out with their RTA, again 4 years ago. It was garbage. There it is, right there. It was a knockoff Griffin, and it was fucking horrid. And then they sent me their ceramic coil technologies, but blown up as bigger scales. And I was like, if they work, this is gonna be phenomenal. And they did. They work. I think ceramic's so much better than mesh. It's insane.
I've never been a fan of mesh.
I hate mesh.
Mesh is good for the little pods, little ones.
Yeah, that's fair. As far as it goes, I remember when SWAT came out with the mesh tanks and the mesh coils and all that stuff. Bleh.
Mesh ruined my favorite. That's why I'm rocking the Circa 2016 tank.
No.
You guys have no idea how hard I had to buy another tank off of Wish, off the Wish app. You know how low you got to go in the wrong to start buying vape shit off of? Oh, I know.
I won't talk shit about Wish. I got that non-copyright bougie knockoff flag from my favorite video game. That poster, my mouse pad from that shit. But as far as vaping products, man, I just don't trust it.
I didn't either. It fucking showed up and it's authentic. So it was a gamble shot in the dark. It was $23, free shipping, and it was here in 7 days. I was like, I cannot believe that Wish took 7 days.
7 days? I'm still waiting from last year. I ordered a pair of operated gloves.
Months, dude. I've had shit show up that I forgot. I ordered like a new beanie and sunglasses for like the fall, and it shows up in April. I'm like, all right, well,
Next year.
Yep.
Yeah, I ordered this pack of knockoff stickers that aren't even branded for I'm really big in this one video game, and this shit was $1, and it took 8 months to get here.
Yep.
It was hard to choose these over the sex toys because those look very tempting as well.
It just shows up. Did I ever tell you guys? Do you guys have people send you shit like? I gotta stop getting my address out. I had a right there. Someone sent an anonymous, expensive set of butt plug trainers, and I went and looked up the UPC. It's $57.
Wow.
I was like, someone either really loves me,
Or they want you to shove it up your ass.
yeah, and I was like, either way, I'm gonna resell these on Facebook Marketplace.
Never used. Yeah.
Unused but tested.
Yeah.
You just looked over and said they're right there, so I'm assuming they're on display.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just cut off the fingers to a set of rubber gloves. It's like a condom for your butt.
Oh dear.
With a gift note from
Thank
your
you.
biggest fan.
Yeah. Wow. I like how that sprung. The spring in it.
The texture is phenomenal.
Is it silicon?
The texture is phenomenal.
See, Legion, you're in the wrong side of the reviews. You need to start reviewing these butt plugs, man.
Yeah.
Send me.
I bet our views would go up.
Review them.
Or better yet, just do a review with one in, and don't say at the end of the review and just have a straight face like, listen.
He's gonna be standing the whole time like, oh, what's up? I'm doing the review.
It's like, this is gonna be the shortest review ever. It's not that great. Don't buy it.
It's your boy Thesis.
This good YouTube shit hurts. Fortunately, they didn't send lube with it, so we had to use VG.
Yeah,
Just get flavored lube,
I have never received anything like that due to my reviewing.
Either you're doing something right or wrong. I don't know which one it
Yeah,
is.
that's right.
I feel like I'm missing out.
You're just not the market they're looking for, Steve. That's the problem. You're not the market they're looking for.
Maybe if it was like Geritol or something, who knows?
Yeah, I get that. I get that. Let's get them ready.
Don't say you haven't received anything. My crew of followers will fucking send some. These assholes, Mandy, my fucking wife, by the way, is who I'm referencing. My asshole wife said some shit about when I said, please pass me the something or other, and started, why? Because you have T-Rex arms? Like, bitch, I got big arms. And then during a live stream, and Ninja Militia just has not given up. I got another package of liquid because I was all super nice, and I get to the bottom of the fucking package, and there's a T-Rex excavation egg toy.
So good. So very good.
I'll be back with one of the bigger ones.
Oh man. Yeah, right.
Don't
What
need
are
a
they-
chair anymore. I just put this down.
This is going on the good shelf.
Next stream, I'll have that Jeopardy music cued, ready to go.
Look at that. So good.
It starts showing up is when it's gone too far. When people spend hundreds of dollars to insult you,
You know you got a real hater base. But is that a pinata?
no, it's a Christmas light up ornament.
What tree are you that on?
I invited the Patreon to my wedding, and they showed up, and I don't know who. That was their lit up in the entrance of the wedding. So that is the type of shit I'm talking about.
Who's your wife?
It wasn't. It wasn't.
So good. So
Only
good.
reason why I know is because I was with her.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I gotta let you go. We gotta start the TMD live stream. Make sure you guys, you motherfuckers, you stay here. You keep watching these guys. I'm not trying to steal viewers. Love y'all, motherfuckers.
Thanks, man.
Mwah! Thank
See
you
ya.
guys.
Ladies,
Dude,
bro.
it's been fun having you. You got to come back.
After I'm 100%
Gotta
down.
come back.
100% down. This will be the pregame show from now on.
Have a good one, man.
Thanks, man.
See you.
Nice. The life of a reviewer. Yeah. Well, Steve, I'm sure you've got plenty of stories of crazy review comments stuff.
Yeah, tell us a crazy one, man.
No, I have no crazy stories. I'm boring. No, I get a lot of the redundant questions, such as I've got a video out there I did a while back, which is Nick salts. Nick salts. A lot of people were confused about how to use Nick salts, what they were, what the difference was. So I did a short video, and basically throughout the whole thing, I say that Nick salts are just like regular salts. They work a little bit differently, but in the same level. 3 milligram is a 3 milligram, and it doesn't matter. You can put it in the same device. If you like stronger, if you like weaker, it's up to you. But it's pretty much the same thing in a different formulation. And I say this repeatedly, and I end off with saying that if you have a sub-ohm tank and you have 6 milligram Nick salts, go for it. It's fine. If you've got 6 milligram freebase, go for it. It's fine. Just use the appropriate level for the device you're using. And of course, this was like a year ago I put this up, and I get a comment yesterday, which is, yeah, I help me. I really want to try using Nick salts, but I normally use this device, and I use a 1.2 ohm coil, and I use 10 watts. Can I use Nick salts? Is it okay? I'm like, did you watch the video? Did you watch the video? It says it right there. Why am I answering? I get so much of that. Just like comments like, you didn't mention how much it holds. Yeah, I did. It's on the screen in the beginning half. You skipped past that.
How much
Well, you're
watts?
dealing with the instant gratification society too.
Yeah, I get an awful lot of that. I actually I make a point. I used to do the whole standard thing of opening it on the table, and I talk about all the stuff, and I realized, I don't want to memorize every figure, every number. So what I did was I started throwing it on screen, and I throw it on screen in my talking portion so it doesn't overlap over showing stuff, right? So if you skip ahead to my table section and never watch me talk, you're missing half the details. You don't know how big this is. You don't know what because I'll never mention it. I actually make a point now. I don't mention it in the up close. I don't mention the capacity. I don't mention the diameter. I throw all that stuff at the beginning part. But yeah, if you skip ahead, you're not going to see that. But in terms of crazy T-Rex and butt plug style stories, no, I have none of that. I feel let down and left out. I kind of wish I had a T-Rex.
Yeah, I don't think you want to wish any of that upon yourself, because then it will happen. If you build it, you know.
That's what I'm hoping.
Nice.
I like Naila.
Chris, tell us about your stuff. You were talking about some stuff at the start of the show with some okay news, some good news.
Oh, so just get into it. It's like I just wanted to speak on it. And is it just me? Or is my camera going out of focus? Anyways, like last week, everyone was like really losing their shit. Everyone was getting all this pandemonium about like this whole release of information and shit like that. And it's good to stay active, and it's good to like wait for it and the thing that's coming. But just like right now, like everyone's sharing all this stuff, and like you're hearing it from like pages like not pages, but groups like the New York Times, right? Saying that Trump is going to backpedal on what he's going to do with the bans and stuff like that. I just want to make sure to remind everyone to still like be hopeful, but don't start sharing all this information without it coming straight from their mouths. And I get it, especially with someone like a group like the New York Times coming together to more or less advocate for our industry. That is a big deal, because the New York Times is still one of the largest news sources in the country and for most of the world. So it's good to do that, but please stop. This is just my personal thing. Do whatever you guys want to do, but if I'm going to share like a personal thing, don't be going off of this thinking like, it's all done. The game's over. We're set in stone. We're ready to go, blah, blah, blah. Because until you hear it from their mouths, and especially like I said, we don't get political on this channel, left, right, whatever the fuck you believe in, until it comes out of their mouth, because like this, and this is this experience with this administration that they say one thing and does another. Don't get all whacked up in it. I'm sorry. I'm bumbling. Be hopeful. Yeah. Take it like a win. Consider it a win, but until it is a win, for sure, just chill on it. You know what I mean? Like, let's put it out there. But then again, I do want to preach to the positive of it. If we're getting the kind of attention that we are from these mainstream sources like New York Times, that's a very good fucking sign. Yeah. And the reason why I say that, especially being such a big news conglomerate like they are, they do have people on the inside that know what's going on with stuff like that, because that's how they stay ahead of everyone. They do stuff like that. And I just this is going to be a little bitch fest real fast. It's like, I remember like it was like 2 weeks ago. Everyone's like, you see these guys that do these videos, YouTube videos, reviewers and all this stuff like that saying, oh, I know something, but I can't tell you. Whenever anyone, I don't care how established they are, and I'm not trying to start shit with nobody, if they say they know but they can't tell you, they don't know fucking shit. Because if they can tell you and they know for sure, then they will. But then again, I just wanted to bring up the fact that, as far as it goes, and like I remember like a couple of weeks back, it's not a toot my own horn, but I told you guys remain hopeful, remain that this stuff's going to go, and I've always kept it in my head. Don't get me wrong, it gets me down when we go through this stuff, but it's all coming to a head right now. We're culminating right now, everything to one point, and I do believe before we hit the 2020 cycle of anything that we're going to have a definite answer with all this. Is like, the Trump approving flavor is going to stop PMTAs? No. Is the mainstream media and normal people that are outside of the industry coming to realize that this is a thing of cessation and harm reduction, and no one's ever saying it's ever safer? Yes. Yeah. But the fight's never over. But then again, don't celebrate, but also remain hopeful and stay vigilant with it. Wow, I've only had 2 of these, I swear. And stay vigilant with it, and then do that stuff. But I did want to bring it up because, I know we don't really get too vape heavy with stuff like this, but it is a very good sign that that's just coming out. But then again, like I said, it's not going to change the PMTA process or nothing like that. What happens is if they were to not do the executive ban from the executive office like they were to, sure, that's good. That's great. But then again, we still have to deal with the PMTAs and stuff like that. Yeah. So if I'm going to offer any advice to anyone, make sure you're still hitting up the White House if you can. Make sure you still call, the local places. Because whether we're fighting the big fight at a federal level like we are with the administration, or you see these people, even in the States right now with all this stuff coming to light, and the CDC actually admitting that it's the vitamin E acetate and all that fucking other shit, blah, 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 that's in the THC cartridges, we're still fighting a fight of misinformation that we have to rectify. So, like, stay hopeful, but don't think that the war's over, the fight's done, because there's still people in states where the shit's happening. New Jersey right now, even, still pushing so goddamn hard to try and get rid of it.
Yeah.
And like you guys will notice, and I'll do an easy comparison, which I think most of our viewers don't understand, it's just like marijuana. It's not exactly the same fight, but what happens is states make their own rules, and they don't pay attention to the federal government. That's what's happening right now with vaping. States are making their own rules, not paying attention to what the federal government's doing. So don't think the fight's over, keep it going, but then again, also celebrate in the small victories that we have. And now I feel like I'm just rambling. So anyways, Adam, what do you got?
No, that's it's all very well said, absolutely, because I think the biggest thing out of that is the states in the states are still pushing hard against whatever is going to happen from the top tier. So yeah, it hasn't Matt, Dimitri, all of the advocates are saying that this is, yes, it's a small victory, but there's still a lot more PMTAs in particular, and the states and the way they're going to handle it. So I mean, you covered it all, man. It's
Yeah.
You know what? I was going to come back and do an eye on vaping this week because I haven't done one for a while, and you've literally said everything that I was going to say. So I don't have to do it now.
No, you can still do it, but you'll say it more eloquently.
No, I'm just going to cut out your section and put my bumpers on it, and you can do it for me.
Just do that weird face app thing and put your face over me.
Yeah, insane.
But yeah, in the chat we got right here. Jake says the damage has been done and it's going to take years to undo it, and that's exactly right. And like with what everything's going on to, that's the worst part is that the people that take things right away and without a grain of salt and instantly do it, they're going to be the hardest people that we're going to have to fight to change their minds up. Because a lot of people, and you'll notice it, like when this stuff, like I said, in a couple of years, like we're talking earlier about that dumbass Star Jones and all that shit, it's going to take years for it to come through where it's on mainstream media, where it's accepted. But I don't ever expect these people that have been founded or based in the communities that they're in and media and all that stuff to come around and say, I was wrong. They never, ever do that. Yeah. They don't, because it feeds against either their ego, the bottom line, or the fact that they never want to admit that they're wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's going to take a long time. Brett Jordan just joined. What's up, bro? Welcome to the show.
Oh, the same could be said about their PR people for those particular celebrities or whatever you want to call them. Like going back to the past is something that would be advised against. So
yeah, why would you bring up something that you're wrong about when you can go ahead, sweep it under the rug, and move forward? Yep. And that's what most things do, and that's what even like as a normal, average, everyday person, that's what we even do. Like, you know what I mean? It's a part of our human nature to not be able to want to admit about being wrong and do stuff. But then again, it's cool. Let them be wrong right now. Let them be wrong. Eventually, when it all flips over and it comes to our side, we will know who they were and who they are and what they said and all this shit.
Yeah.
And we're 14 million fucking Sorry, I just keep swearing. We're 14 million strong of people that vape that I know for sure. That's a definite number, at least just almost worldwide. So it's going to come around. It's going to bite them in the ass. But I do think we're not through the thick of it, but we're chugging into it right now.
Yeah.
Getting past that.
Yeah. Well, it's heavy times, so good and bad, and lots of neutral grey, what the hell, it's absolutely.
And who the fuck smokes through it in the chat. They'd be more respected if they can't. I said my bad. They would to a degree, but then again, these people aren't pandering to the people that aren't their fans yet. They're pandering to the people they're going to ride or die with, no matter what their opinion is, whether it changes today or tomorrow at the flip of a coin. That's why they don't do that, because they already have a set fan base. They already have these people that go in and do stuff like that.
Then also they'll be attacked for not not having the correct information in the first place, and then being put on something else. Like, well, if they can't handle this, then they can't handle that, and losing faith, losing trust, whatever. Yeah, not that they already don't with the general public, but lemmings. #lemmings. Yeah.
Yeah, just a bunch of following ass motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And then but by the way, Breestars, I saw you took some pretty good pictures of some coils over the weekend. You said was that a new build?
I'm doing up some special stuff for some special peoples, and hopefully going to expand the range, no doubt. Thank you for asking. But it's fun doing all that stuff because I don't know, it still trips me out that people have their coils in my coils in their addies, let alone trying to make a business of it. So I still very much appreciate building and taking photos and doing that stuff. I mean, it'd be awesome if I could actually take a proper photo, not an iPhone, an iPhoto. But yeah, bit of fun.
Nice, man.
Good job, man.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Hey, so I just want to know how the fuck that you take those really clean coil photos with not a professional camera. Come on, man! You trying to take my job? What's going on here?
Can I tell you that my other employer lent me his some fandangled classic top of the line camera. Do you think I could take a photo with it?
If I can do it, anyone can do it.
Yeah, it was interesting. They were the worst photos I'd ever taken. I was like, this isn't basic enough for me, man.
No, but that's cool, man. Especially you're getting support from outside the community with doing stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Which means that you're pulling in, what I mean? People, you're humanizing it. You're humanizing vaping. You're humanizing this to where these people that have nothing to do with it whatsoever are like, hey, man, this may help you benefit. That's what we need. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This guy's all right as well. If anyone saw that one, that guy's all right.
The contrast was a little shitty, I mean, it could have been a little bit sharper around the edges. I don't know who took that, but that guy sucks butts. I suck butts. No.
So, folks, what do we got coming up this week? What's going on? It's coming up to Christmas.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Chris.
Well, this year is closing out fast. I didn't realize Thanksgiving and all that crap's next week. Not that I'm a big holiday person, but that's when you realize, that's for the year goes, that's the end game.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Either of you taking time off over the holiday break?
Hell no.
Yeah.
I'd rather work than deal with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of privileged. I work at home. I do this, so
So Steve's gonna go get a job somewhere else.
Yeah.
McDonald's for the summer.
The main difference for me is that the kids are off school, so they're around, so I got to be a bit more cautious about my timing when they're in the room or noise or stuff. But other than that, nothing much changes with the holidays, except less stuff comes through. But as you guys know, I'm kind of working on filling my time with a secondary project.
Yeah. Have we talked about that outside of the intricate group at all?
I've talked about it with you guys, and I've discussed it with a local industry group, like an Australia-wide industry group. Okay, I'll spill the beans. It's nothing to be too secret about. I'm considering doing a full-length documentary where I travel around the country and I interview a wide range of diverse people who have managed to quit smoking or vaping at all stages of their life and at all stages of their vaping journey. And the idea is to put this together, present it so that their journeys, although they're distinct and different, they all sort of meld into one overarching story. From the day they discovered smoking and how difficult it was to quit, to when they discovered vaping, the effects of that, and then capping that off with a brief look at the law and how it could be changed to be more beneficial.
Nice.
Doing 3 to 4 months work on that. Probably, I'm hoping for a $120, an hour 20 for the end run. But this requires funding. This requires travel. This requires a slight change in my gear. So I'm probably going to do an Indiegogo once I have a full business put together.
I'm glad that you brought that up. Oh, real fast, I want to say, what's up, Shane Beekman? Welcome for coming in, bro. I hope you're feeling better, bro. So we have it here, and there's been a couple people, I'm not going to put anyone on blast, since I've shut down the Patreon and stuff like that have said, like, bro, keep it going. We don't care what you do with it and stuff like that. Since we have a good group of people here watching tonight, should I start the Patreon back up, and then whatever you guys donate would go towards Steve's, our Legion's documentary thing? Because, no bullshit. We appreciate you guys want to give us money and stuff. Otherwise, we really don't know what to do with it. We're not the trolls or whatever midgets they are and Harry Potter, and we can't invest your money in a good way. But what we can do is invest it in an amazing way with Steve's thing. And so we have the Patreon right now hidden, and it's done But if you guys are here in the chat and you guys, because there are a couple Patreons here that do that stuff, would you guys be cool with that? Because like that's something that I think would be an amazing idea. And then also, you know, like I know there was some shit with the Breitbart thing, and we won't get into that because I don't have any idea about any of that. I still don't, and I've been asking for years about what's going on. But besides that, I think just it's from the community for the community. So like Brett Jordan just said, yeah, he's down with that. Yeah, if you guys are down with something like that, I'll start the Patreon back up, and then everything that we do with the money will go towards Steve's project for this. And I think that it benefits the whole, like our whole climate as a whole. You know, every one of us as a whole. So then, yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I'm a little blown away.
Oh, there's-
Surprised. Thank you.
Anything is good,
That's,
right?
that's
But
what I
this-
can contribute. I can't be there and give you a shit interview, so I might as well be able to try and do something.
Yeah, that's there's costs for everything. I'm sure. Even like you were saying, if you were going to location and coming back home, like that's a hell of a mission for 3 months. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And especially that you took it upon yourself to do this. You know, you're sacrificing your time, your efforts, your energy to do it. And I think that would be probably a lot of the best shit that we could do with that. You know what I mean? Because anytime that we've ever created something, it's always been for what we can give back to you guys. And I think that this would be the greatest thing that we could give back to the community.
Yeah. Interesting. Amazing. Well, I don't have any news like that. Holy shit. Yeah. I'm going to work tomorrow.
That's a nice shirt.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yes, sir. Awesome. Well, we're past the hour. Should we sign off? Should we talk some more? Should we do some shit?
I've got nothing else to do, and I'm starting to get buzzed. It's up to you guys.
Yeah. All right.
Awesome. It's getting dangerous.
Yeah, it's getting dangerous. Keep up the fight. Do it. Don't stop.
Yeah. And then what the who the fuck smokes fruit said in the chat, it'll be real, you know, to be honest. There's no biased opinions behind it. And so then, yeah, for you guys that are here watching this, and for if anyone watches the replay this deep into it, so that's what we'll do. I'll obviously make a post in there. Just Patreons that want to donate stuff that I just shut it off so that you can't. So what I'll do is I'll make a post and I'll let people know this is what we'll do with funds. And then with it or without it, you can leave it and behind. We get it too. Believe me, money's tight for everyone. You know what I mean? So if you don't want it, if you can't, that's fine. But if you want to, that's what our Patreon will go to from now on. It's for Legion's project to this documentary. Just so you guys know, we've always been trying to be as transparent as we can with everything we do with you guys. Because we fucking love you guys. I fucking love every single one of you guys. Why the fuck do you think I get on here while I'm looking like I do and doing all this stuff? We all got issues with stuff, you know, but I push myself to come on here because you guys make it worth it. Adam, whatever side he's on the screen, makes it fucking worth it. And Steve makes it fucking worth it. So, there we go.
Awesome. Well, I'm just going to say goodbye. Thanks for hanging out.
Mucho love, guys. And then, I'll be back Friday. I don't know what I'm going to provide you guys. It'll be shit like usual, but yeah, you can look out for that. I'm going to see if I can maybe get us a guest on there, but I don't know, no promises. I'm not very personable. Anyways, Adam, what do you want to close out with?
All right. Thanks very much, everyone. We'll see you Friday and then next week as well. Yeah. Peace, love, and mung beans.